What do you think are the hardest hunters to master? Now, you probably think it is Dreamwitch and Mad Eyes, but I would say that you are half right, half wrong. For Dreamwitch, she might look complex, but that's only at the surface level. After you learn how to play Dreamwitch, then mastering her skills doesn't take too much. Dreamwitch is mainly hard because you gotta learn her mechanic of the leech, but after you learn that, then it's just you spam traits and you win. Now that we finished that, let's move on to our real list containing 3 hunters. Mad Eyes is a hard to master hunter because his abilities require a lot of knowledge, skill, and game sense. For example, Mad Eye's main ability, which are the cameras and the vents, are extremely reliant on your game sense and ability knowledge. So with the camera, you have to deduct very well where the survivors could be and also know the catching route so you can block them in advance, making sure that the survivor won't take them. But of course, that's not all. You have to know how to navigate through the camera interface to quickly place walls during chase or while you're pressuring ciphers. If you don't wanna get lost while playing Mad Eyes, make sure to have a plan or you're gonna be lost and lose your match. That's the combo of everything I said that makes Mad Eyes a very hard to master hunter. You may have expected the talk about Mad Eyes to be 1 hour long, but it is not a guide. Anyway, let's move on to the next hunter. Hellember might not be an obvious choice, but you will realize soon why. Although Hellember is just average in difficulty, to master his abilities it requires a lot more, such as knowing how the puppets work when you throw them or place them. The requirements to master Hellember are quite similar to Mad Eyes, but the skill requirement is higher. The reason Hellember is hard to master is not because of his phantoms, but because of his puppets. Since the puppets are very versatile and they have a lot of tricks, mastering all of these things and using them very well require a lot of practice because the timing is hard and using them at the right moment require a lot of knowledge and game sense which you gain after trying to practice them in a real match. And of course, using the puppets is a double-edged sword. If you use them to chase, if you miss your trick, then you will have to either give a flame to the puppet so it goes harass ciphers, or you retrieve them, but it takes a lot of time. Another thing with Hellember, which is similar to Mad Eyes, is the planning. With Hellember, you can just play and not have a plan to win the game. Of course, you can play with pure skill and game sense, but sometimes you might have to have a plan in your mind to win the game.
Huh?
Just like Hellember, photographer might not be an obvious choice because he's very easy to play. You use the camera, you find survivor, and you down them, share them, then try to find the survivors in the real world that go down. Now you might ask, what is there to master with photographer? I will tell you, it's the use of the photo world. With the photo world, you can go through palettes. If you use the camera before a survivor drops the palette, you can use the photo world to sneak on a survivor, or use it to hide in the photo world and reappear where you think a survivor might be, like during chase, and more. Since the photo world is a very versatile tool, with photographer you have to understand how to use it properly, and it requires a lot of game sense and knowledge about the ability, even though it will mostly be luck. The skill requirement isn't that high for a photographer, but it's still very hard to master photographer with pure game sense and knowledge. And with that, we finish the video. But before that, I want to say that the reason these hunters are one of the hardest to master is due to their full potential that are hard to reach, either because their abilities are very complex or because their ability offer too much versatility, and so there's a lot of things that you have to know and practice at the same time. I have made 3 videos about Hellhammer, and it was about his multiple tricks that you can use. And even now I am discovering new tricks about Hellhammer, even if situational. If you mix every situational abilities or tricks into one, then the main ability become way better. But the hardest part is mastering all of them. Anyway, hope you liked the video and goodbye.